Hey guys, it's Brandon and Zac from Akati Fitness. We are both doing a powerlifting comp on March the 7th. So it's going to be both of us, it's going to be our first comps. It's going to be pretty interesting. I've been doing weightlifting for the past 5 or 6 odd years. And so I've just needed kind of like a break to change my focus so I can keep the motivation with my training and just focus on something different. I feel like I really have some goals that I want to achieve in a squat and deadlift. And then Zac, you've been doing bodybuilding for ages, but you've been dabbling in powerlifting for the last 2 years?
Yeah, I've been doing like bodybuilding training for like pretty much the past, 10 years, and then over the past like 2 years switched over more like powerlifting style training and been loving it. So I thought, why not see what I can do in a comp. And
it started as a bit of a joke. I said if I see a novice comp come up on Facebook that we'd do it.
Yep.
And sure enough, the Strength Haven comp came up for us to do, and I tagged him in it. I mainly wanted Zac to do it, and then I was going to pull out at the last second. But then we also have Mario, who's another coach here, who's my dad, who's doing the comp as well. And then so it's going to be really interesting. What are you hoping for as far as lifts on the day? Or what are your best lifts now, and then what do you hope to do at a comp?
So best lifts at the moment, I've pulled a 300 dead with straps. I've done a 260 squat, and I've done a 180 bench for 3 reps. I haven't tested 1 rep max, but I'm hoping...
180 with 3. It always makes me laugh whenever it's so heavy.
And then hopefully in comp I can do a 300 dead, that would be ideal. A 275 squat, and then a 200 bench.
Yeah, so as Zac's mentioned with the straps, that's probably my biggest concern at the moment is getting used to the straps, and my thumbs are just killing because I want to stay with hook grip. So that's when you grab onto your thumb and you hold the bar rather than doing a mixed grip. Zac's doing a mixed grip, I'm doing hook grip. So hopefully it translates to my weightlifting. I don't really care at this point. It's just more that's just what I'm sticking out with for the comp. But that's probably my biggest concern is the hook grip, and then I don't know. I hope I can do like a 240 squat, but as we were talking about it, the powerlifting, from those who don't know, in powerlifting you have a 25 kilo squat bar, which is a little bit thicker and doesn't have that oscillation, that flex in it that you probably see in a weightlifting bar or like a normal gym bar that you'd use at the gym. It's a lot stiffer. So when you bounce out of the squat, you don't really get that momentum to push you back up.
The stretch reflex.
Yeah, and Zac was playing around with that on Monday at his coach's gym, and so that's something that it's going to be interesting to see how that goes. But then with the deadlift, I'm hoping for around 250. So I don't know, anything more than 250 I'll be wrapped because it's so much heavier than what I pull in training. But you were saying that they use a Texas bar.
Yeah, the deadlift bar's thinner, so I think it's like 23 mil, and the knurling's heaps more aggressive, so you can grip a little bit better, which means it just flexes a little bit, so your starting position's a little bit higher.
So it probably feels a lot like a female bar, which has that play in it, so that when you set up, you kind of like, you pull, say if it's like 200, you pull it initially, it feels like 170. As you're lifting it a little bit, then you feel 200, and then you're already getting your hips in, and you've got that kind of power off the floor. But yeah, very different from weightlifting, what I'm used to. I'm doing bench. Zac's helped me heaps with bench, just so many subtle cues that have helped me heaps, like far out. I don't know.
Like heels down, shoulder blades back, get a bit of an arch, using your leg drive rather than just using all chest and shoulders.
Yeah, it feels so much more powerful.
Technique looks so much better,
Yeah, it feels so much more powerful, and I don't feel like when I've done bench in the past, I feel like I'm so much sorer in the front of my shoulder, and it just feels so shit to go overhead. This just feels like I'm using my back a lot more. It just feels a lot stronger. So I'm really interested to see. I've got beginner gains, as you were saying, with my bench. So yeah, hopefully that will translate. But we plan on splitting this kind of like a bit of a series. So we'll kind of put out some videos where this is like an introduction to what we're planning on doing. Obviously this we'll probably release it for the new year, and then we'll have like a 4-part series where I'll do heavy 5s. Zac will probably do some heavy 5s, heavy triples, heavy doubles, and there'll be a week where we do singles, kind of like a normal program would be in the lead up to a comp. And we'll just kind of show you guys kind of where we're at, and just be a bit of fun, bit of an experience for both of us. Anything you want to add?
It's just exciting to see what we both do and a bit different. So yeah,
I'm pretty nervous, but it'll be fun to experience together. So hopefully you guys enjoy this series. It'll be like a bit of a bodybuilder and weightlifter does powerlifting, something like that, and we'll just see how we go. Hopefully you guys enjoy it.
Sweet.